everyone. So I'm a little bit of a perfume addict, like it's getting bad, but I just love them. And there was always, like, you know, whenever you go on holiday and you go to duty free and you get a perfume for your holiday, and it just, there's certain ones that really just remind you of those sort of times as well. So like perfume to me is kind of like nostalgic and kind of like remind you of certain times in your life. And it's just also, I just love like the feeling that when you spray something really nice on you or you smell something really nice, it's kind of like calming. Weird, but you know. Show you my perfume collection. Bit of a random one. I've got this Versace Eros Flame. It's actually an aftershave. But so it's literally kind of like that fresh, like manly aftershave, like the generic one that you would have, but surprisingly enough, like it lasts forever. But also on women, aftershaves actually smell slightly different. I think it's something to do with the pH. Don't quote me on it because I'm not too sure, but it does actually have a little bit more of a sweeter scent on the skin. But it also, I mean, it just, why does men's aftershave and everything always just last so long? But it smells so fresh and like tropical, and I really love it. So next, I think everyone has actually got this perfume now, but it is what it says on the tin. So it's Replica and it's By the Fireplace, and it really has like the smell of like crackling wood, but it's kind of got like a bit more of a sweeter sort of marshmallowy scent to it as well. So it actually really nice and warm for the winter time. And on the skin it's just really comforting and everything. And if you spray it on your clothes as well and you just like have a jumper on or something, and it's just really cozy. So I mean, it is one of my favourites for the winter. It really is just one of the perfect scents. A bit sweeter, not too spicy or anything, just smells like warm sitting by the fire, snuggled up with a blanket kind of thing. Really nice scent. So happy actually, because I recently found that they have the 30ml bottles on Space NK, and 100ml bottles are pretty hefty, right? They're quite a lot to get through. So I found these little babies on Space NK, and I wanted to pick these up for the longest time. So I've got Under the Lemon Tree to start with, and it literally is like your fresh lemon tree scent. And I know that sounds stupid because it's just on the bottle to say that, but you know, like how if you were to like kind of cut open a lemon and it's a bit like juicier, and it's kind of got like a little mixed greenery in there as well. It's just a really nice summer scent, really fresh, really easy to wear, not too sweet or anything, so you can kind of get away with wearing it in the summertime. It's actually like, it's just a beautiful, like fresh everyday scent, in my opinion. It is Sailing Day. First of all, the colour, it just looks so beautiful, and it literally has the salty kind of sun creamy scent to it that the only way I can describe it is if you're on the boat and you've got the wind hitting you and it kind of smells fresh and salty, and then you got like the sun cream on your skin kind of mixed in while you're getting a tan. It literally is that scent. But that's why I love it so much, is because it reminds me of holidays and things like that. And also I got the 30ml as well, just because it's a lot cheaper. I think it was like £40, whereas the other one is like close to 100, I think. And it just reminds me of those boat days, and it's just really fresh, easy to wear on holidays, easy to wear in the summertime, not too sweet or anything like that. It's just really refreshing. Another one of my favourites that I actually bought at the airport for holiday, and Oh, it literally just reminds me of holidays in Spain. It is just the perfect holiday scent. This is the Kenzo World perfume. I think this is the I think they have a yellow one as well. I haven't tried that one out, but it doesn't really take my fancy. But this one is just, see, this is the hard part, is because it smells fresh, and like, you know, kind of about like the Ralph perfume, the little blue bottle, kind of has like the aquatic scents into it, but it's a little bit creamier, which doesn't sound like it should be like creamy doesn't sound like it should be on a holiday perfume, but it just kind of rounds it out a little bit more and makes it so smooth and makes it really last on the skin as well. It's really, really a beautiful perfume. I want to be on holiday. My favourite sweet perfumes ever. This is the Valentino, I think it's Donna perfume. First of all, this bottle is just epic. It looks amazing, right? And this scent is just so, it's so sweet, but like kind of a fresh sweet, kind of like raspberries, kind of like fruity sweet. It smells a little bit sugary, but like in a bit more of like a syrupy way. It's just, if you like the Black Opium, you will love this. It's just a little bit less, okay, in my opinion, Black Opium has a little bit of like a aniseedy kind of scent to it. That's got all the sweetness that you'd like in Black Opium, but without that kind of an aniseedy scent, because I'm sorry, but aniseed just literally makes me think of going out on nights out and makes me want to, you know, just hold back a little bit because of the shots that I used to do. It's not a fun time. But yeah, this has got all of those sweet scents in it, but without the aniseedy kind of scent. It's more of like a fruity sweet, but like the scent of raspberries and berries in it. So nice. This is the Ariana Grande, I think it's the So Sweet perfume. It used to have a little pom-pom on it. Don't know where it went. Just story of my life. This is literally your ultimate like candy sweet scent, but it actually lasts really well. Like for celebrity perfumes as well, sometimes they just like last for like 5 seconds and you're like, where'd you go? But this is so nice, and when it warms up on the skin as well, it's like really like meshes well, and it just adds like a really like naturally sweet, but no, it's like a full-on like candy sweet. It's not too in your face, it's not sickly, which I really like, because sometimes they can get a little bit too much, you know. Body Shop Japanese Cherry Blossom Strawberry Kiss. Okay, I have this in the shower gel as well, and in the body butter. So I originally had the Cherry Blossom perfume, and it's an addition to that with the strawberry sweetness. I don't know if you know the strawberry scent from Body Shop, but it's quite like a sweet, a little bit synthetic smelling sweet, but it's that kind of added into the Cherry Blossom floral scent to it as well, so it just makes it a little bit sexier, you know. But it is just so beautiful. It's not too crazy, it's not too sickly or in your face. It's just a really nice everyday perfume in my opinion, and it's not too expensive either. This one right here is one of my favourite sweet candy perfumes. It's by Marc, and it's Candy Yum Yum, and it literally, I don't even know how to like explain it. You know, like the little candy sticks, the little white candy sticks that you used to be able to get? It's like that kind of a powdery scent, but with like strawberries and berries and like rhubarb or something in there that's really sweet. And it's just kind of got like, I don't know, it's just epic. But I honestly love this so much. Look at how much I've used of it, and this is like one of my go-tos for a night out as well. It's just so nice, and it, as you wear it on your skin, it projects really well. It literally lasts so long, and it's so fresh, and it's, in my opinion, it's one of my favorite sweet scents. It is just beautiful. And also really random, I don't know why I would have picked this up from Mac. I go in there for like makeup and stuff, and I think I literally like started squirting all the testers, and I was like, oh, you're coming home with me. But glad I did, because it's one of my favourites. I mean, it's incredible. I'm not crazy about, it's the oh, I'm gonna say this wrong, aren't I? Atilier Cologne, and it's the vanilla scent. Now it is just like a sweet vanilla scent, but that's why I'm a bit disappointed in it, because I don't know, I expected something really special. I mean, because of the price tag and everything on it, and it's a bit more of a fancier brand. I mean, it does last on the skin, so it's really nice to like mix in with other perfumes and things like that, but I wouldn't really repurchase this. It is a really nice vanilla scent, and if that's your kind of vibe, then maybe, but I don't know, for the amount that I paid for it, and considering there's nothing like unique about it really, I just, you know, I mean, I'll use it, but it's not my fave. But it's nice for a day scent. Now I've got this Essence Vault, and this is 210, and it is a dupe for Jo Malone's, is it Lime, Basil and Mandarin? I believe that's the scent. And it is just a fresh, I mean, everything, every note that I've just said is literally all it is. It's like a little bit juicy, and it's got that fresh lemon in it, lime. Really nice for like a fresh everyday perfume. If you just want to have something light on the skin, then this is like the perfect alternative, and it does last. These Essence Vaults are actually very, very similar to the originals, so I actually recommend checking those out as well. But yeah, very fresh scent, and I love Jo Malone perfumes, but they just don't last on me, and this actually lasts quite a while, so yeah. Jo Malone perfumes that do last on me, and that's pretty much it. So I have this Blackberry and Bay cologne. The only way that I can describe this is like a leafy blueberry, a bit creamy, kind of like gets better as it's on the skin. In my opinion, when it warms up, it becomes a little bit sweeter, and this is one of the only ones that actually really lasts on the skin and on the clothes as well. Actually my favourite scent from Jo Malone. Really recommend this one if you wanted to try one out. It's probably like one of their best sellers, I would say, but it does like it kind of becomes a little bit more complicated and stuff, like in the sense when you have it on the skin, it just becomes a little bit more unique to each one, to everyone that wears it. It just sort of like warms up and becomes a little bit different. Is this Myhrr and Tonka. So you can really see it's like a little bit smoky, like a little bit smoky and tonka bean. It's fresh sort of like tobacco-y scent, really fresh sort of tobacco scent. But it does like, I mean, moral of the story here is that all the perfumes that I like tends to warm up on the skin and becomes a little bit sweeter. And this one does exactly that. But it is like a really fresh sort of tobacco-y, tonka bean kind of scent. A little bit smoky, a little bit spicy, but it just sort of, it's not too manly. It's kind of like a unisex sort of like all-round scent, and I reckon the pH of your skin will kind of make it a little bit different as well. But it's actually a really good perfume. It's in the intense range, and it really lasts on the skin. I actually regret this so much. This is the Tom Ford Lost Cherry, and I swear to you, it is the most beautiful cherry scent ever. The most beautiful cherry scent I've come across. Is just like a syrupy candy cherry sweet. Smells unreal, but it literally lasts about 2 seconds, and I'm so glad that I picked up the smaller size, and didn't even attempt to get the bigger size, because that was, I mean, let's face it, I couldn't afford that anyway. That's like £400 or something ridiculous. Which also, £400 for something that doesn't last 5 seconds. I'm sorry, what are you thinking, Tom Ford? It is extortionate. But it smells so good. And I mean, I will use this up. And the good thing about this though is that it is a really nice package. So once this is done, you can kind of twist this off, and I reckon I could probably put a nice perfume in this as well, and just keep this as a nice travel spray, because it is quite a bulky one, but it's quite a fancy kind of secure perfume holder. So that's probably the best thing out of this, is the actual case itself. But the scent is beautiful if only it actually lasted, because it is just, it would be my signature scent, I just know it, but it doesn't last 2 seconds. Tom Ford, really? One here from the Body Shop. This is Black Musk Night Blue. Really nice, really fancy looking actually. So again, it kind of has the Tonka kind of tobacco-y scent to it, but it's got a little bit of a berry in there, so it makes it a little bit sweeter. Really nice for a night scent. It's like kind of warms up and becomes a little bit more fruity, and you know, but it does, in the bottle itself, it does smell quite tobacco-y. I just love it so much. It's just like, I feel like I'm gonna like inhale the actual lid into my nose in a second, but it just smells amazing. Oh. And also, Body Shop actually do a really great job of making perfumes last on the skin, so if you haven't checked them out, you really should, because they have quite a few perfumes on there, and they actually do a really good job at lasting, and they're quite cheap, so check them out. BDK Rouge Smoking. I feel like every perfume person on YouTube has got this perfume, or has smelt it, or has done a review on it or something. This lasted about 2 days on my skin, even after I'd washed. It is incredible, but it's just as well that I like it, because I'd be really annoyed if it didn't. I need to like... So... it's got like a fresh berry scent to it, but it does have that spiciness, but it's not too much. It's kind of a bit creamy. It's really sweet on the skin. The dry down is just beautiful, and it really projects really well as well. This is like one of my favourite perfumes at the moment, because it just does such a good job of like lasting, and you know, every time that I've like worn it, people have said that it smells amazing. So I just sniff this perfume all day. It does have like a bit of like a sweet kind of berry scent to it. She guilty, this packaging. It's a little bit powdery, but like in a sexy way. I don't know if that makes sense. It's kind of like fresh and citrusy, a little bit like smooth and sexy, but like has a little bit of spice to it. I've had this for literally the longest time, and I've worn this for the like so many times as well, and the amount that I've used on it is actually quite shocking, because this stuff lasts. It's really fresh, but it lasts for a very long time, and I think I've had this for a couple of years now, which is crazy. So although I haven't seen this kind of packaging recently, so I don't know if you can still get this or not, but it is just a beautiful, beautiful scent. Like it's another one that reminds me of holiday. It's fresh, it's sweet, it's got like a roundness of like citrus. It just is beautiful, really nice for a summer scent. Daisy Love, Oh So Sweet, Marc Jacobs. This one's a bit more of like a powderier version of Black Opium Sweet, if that makes any sense. Kind of has the candy scent to it, but it's a little bit more powdery. Still really nice and sweet, but it has that little bit of floral in there as well, as like I'm fairly certain all Marc Jacobs scents have like some form of a floral in there. It actually makes the perfumes last really, really long, in my opinion. But yeah, it's like a florally sweet candy like scent with a little bit of like a milkier, creamy texture to it. Oh, it's such a beautiful scent, and it really lasts on the skin as well. And the only thing that I really don't like about Marc Jacobs is this packaging. I know it's supposed to be like the aesthetically pleasing type thing, but me trying to store this is a nightmare, because you're supposed to keep your scents in like somewhere dark and cool and everything like that, and trying to put this in a drawer and trying to like arrange it properly is just actually ridiculous. My favourite scent ever at the moment, it's the Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One. This has like a toffee, caramel, marshmallow sweetness to it with a little bit of candy in there. It's just beautiful. I got this on holiday. Again, yeah, it just smells like toffee, sweet caramel, syrupy. And I know that sounds crazy, like you wouldn't really want that for like a holiday scent, but it's not sickly. It probably sounds like it is a bit sickly, but it's not. I'm telling you, it's not. Because it kind of like, I don't know, with the warmth it just kind of meshes well with the skin and just makes it a little bit sweet, but kind of like tones down a little bit initially to the initial spray. But it is my favourite scent at the moment, and it's just this one. I feel like I got this like 3-4 years ago, and it's still amazing. I don't know how. It's Because It's You, and it's by Emporio Armani, and this was a gift from my mum and dad for my birthday. And this, again, it has like the kind of powdery floral but with a citrusy sweet scent to it, and it just smells unreal. Like, again, it takes me back to a few years ago when, you know, you was enjoying your nights out and everything, and it just reminds me of my birthday, my mum and dad and stuff, and it just smells amazing. It just has like the nice little bit of sweetness to it, but it is quite florally, but it kind of has like the sticky toffee type smell to it. It smells La Nuit Tresor, and it's in the black packaging. I believe they've got like a nude one now as well, which I haven't tried, but this is just incredible. It's like a really sexy scent. Again, it has like kind of the floralness to it, but like a sweet, but it kind of has like a little bit of mixture of like the black opium kind of berry sweetness to it as well. If you like black opium and daisy, Marc Jacobs, it's like kind of those two combined without the aniseed in it. Kind of just smells like perfection. Gorgeous for a night out scent, like just a couple of spritzes and it lasts you. Also, this packaging is a nightmare to store as well, because it's literally like a little pointed diamond packaging, but we'll deal with it because you smell amazing. So this is the Jimmy Choo. I believe this is the Fever. Is it Jimmy Choo Fever perfume? It's in this packaging instead of the original pale pink perfume. So this is like a sweet scent, but a little bit juicy with like the citruses in there. So it's like the original, but like a little bit sweeter and a little bit more fruity. But honestly, I'm not overly fussed about this one. I expected more, considering how much everyone loves the other one as well. It is a really nice perfume and I'll continue to use it, but it's not my fave. I think I'm more of like the sweetness kind of perfumes, or like the fresh holiday type perfumes. Not really like a floral person myself, so it's nice, but not my favourite. That's all of them. I've nearly knocked over my camera about 5 times already, so I'm gonna say goodbye. But yeah, that was my perfume collection. A little bit addicted to scents. if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe and comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.